And today in Haywards Heath, Michelle will be using every bit of her architectural experience with her latest commission.
This cake is for a flight simulator company. It's their 70th anniversary, so it's quite a big event.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going through the bay there.
The flight simulator manufacturer is throwing a party in Burgess Hill in 3 days, and centre leader Zoe has come up with an outlandish idea.
What we wanted to do was do something really unique and different. So what better way to celebrate our birthday than a cake based on one of our simulators?
So Michelle has designed an intricately detailed, realistic flight simulator. Complete with an edible control panel and seats made from vanilla sponge, sandwiched with vanilla buttercream and covered in sugar paste, this technically challenging design will come with a working LCD monitor and a flashing light panel.
There's going to be lots and lots of details on the console. There's buttons and lights. Now I'm feeling quite nervous of looking at how much detail I need to make, how much work I need to do. I'm now worried about time.
A cake this big must be built around a frame, which will also house the 3 LCD monitors. And if it's to be a success, accuracy is essential.
So I have to get it right. Otherwise, everything's just going to fall apart.
With the structure complete, Michelle's next task is to sandwich vanilla sponges with generous amounts of buttercream. These must then be precisely carved if they're to fit into the cake's frame.
Yay, it fits.
With the party looming, Michelle's thoughts turn to the operating lights.
So the tricky bit is going to be inserting the lights underneath the cake. The last thing you want is people cutting through the cake and cutting through the wire. You don't want that to happen, so I have to figure out how to make it safe.
In Haywards Heath, Michelle has finished sculpting the sponges for her ambitious flight simulator cake and has covered them in sugar paste.
I've got 10 hours left, and there's quite a lot to do in 10 hours.
The next task is to reproduce the simulator's cockpit controls. She starts by printing the radar screen onto edible paper, glues it onto sugar paste, and secures it to the main body of the cake.
It's coming together now with all the panels. It's getting there.
To protect the dashboard's LED lights when the cake is cut, she uses a foam board covered in fondant and carefully pricks small holes which the lights will shine through.
On top of that, we'll have buttons, and I will decorate it.
The next task is to reproduce the operational controls from sugar paste.
It's quite delicate work, cutting all these little buttons, making them one by one. But it's got to be done.
Before moving on to the simulator's sponge seats.
So the seats are been already carved, so I just need to cover it. I'm really excited now that the seats will be finished. It's going to come to life.
Seats done, Michelle's concerned about how this unique structure will be transported.
I'm a bit worried. It's quite a big cake. It's really heavy.
In Haywards Heath, Michelle's finished building her edible flight simulator cake for the manufacturing company's 70th anniversary party. Now, along with her husband Michael, she must move this huge cake to the venue.
Oh my God, I can't lift it.
Try again.
I cannot. 1, 2.
But it's soon clear she needs a backup plan.
It's too heavy for me to carry over there. So the plan B will be getting a trolley. Don't break your back. Careful.
9 miles away, preparations are well underway.
I've got no idea what I'm going to walk in and see. All I know is that it's going to be a simulator and that is it, really.
With the cake safely arrived, Michelle moves it into position.
I'm very pleased. Let's see how they will react.
Time for Zoe and colleague Katrina to get a look at the cake before it's shown to their guests.
Oh, my goodness. It's even got all the buttons.
It has all the it's got all the radar screens, the LEDs lighting up.
Totally blown away.
That is wow.
Goodness me.
Michelle has successfully created a realistic, edible flight simulator. The cake is made from vanilla sponge sandwiched with vanilla buttercream, moulded onto a wooden frame and covered in fondant. It also features a dashboard made from edible paper and sugar paste, as well as edible seats made from cake and icing.
That looks tasty. I want to have a go and have a little play.
It's just amazing. It far exceeded anything I expected. People could not believe it was a cake. It's just so phenomenal. Can you believe it's a cake?
I can't believe it's a cake. Wow. It's amazing.
It certainly looks like a convincing flight simulator, but it has to taste first class.
It's beautiful. It's so light.
The cake tasted delicious, the best cake I've ever had.
I can't believe I just done one of those in cake. So I managed to capture all the essence of that's what the experience is all about. So I'm happy with that.